Hello, everyone. I want to start week 7 with a review of some of the resources that you're going to find very useful for your dyslexia assignment. If we go back to the very beginning where we have our resources, here is the dyslexia assignment template that you're going to be using. I'm sorry, bear with me. And I'm going to go over this again in just a moment. This is the template that you're going to use for your plan. You also have an example that we're going to talk through. Here is the Dyslexia in the Classroom Handbook. So you'll want to look through this and read it. Here are the Ohio Learning Standards for language arts, math, science, and social studies. So these resources are going to be very helpful to you. Please use them. As I just mentioned earlier, at the top of Moodle are resources that you're going to need to use. Also, there is a video about writing measurable learning outcomes that will be very helpful for this assignment. So please watch it. Now, I would like to talk about the assignment itself. As you are all aware, you're going to have students in your classroom at some point in your career that struggle with the task of reading due to dyslexia. And as you know, all educators are going to be trained in how to identify dyslexia. What you do to help the student with dyslexia will also help the student that learns visually or the student that struggles to process information. It's not just for the student that has dyslexia. This assignment is meant for you to choose a content, reading strategy that would be appropriate for students with dyslexia. Here are some of those content reading strategies that we have already talked about. You can choose one that you have already done a presentation on, or you can choose an entirely different strategy that you would like to look into. These are from Janet Allen Flipbooks. Also, the Dyslexia Handbook has some strategies in there. So, your task is going to be to pick a topic in your content area. Then you're going to find a content standard from the Ohio Learning Standards that is connected to your topic. You're going to design an activity where you choose a content reading strategy from the Janet Allen books or the Dyslexia Handbook that could be used with students that have dyslexia. You're going to choose a strategy and explain why you're using it. You're going to connect your explanation to resources from our course or from research which you found on your own. You're going to create a type of self-assessment for the student with dyslexia. The self-assessment may be a checklist or a reflection instrument. and you will include this self-assessment with this assignment. This assignment is uploaded to Moodle and SLNL by the end of week 7. The templates are on Moodle that I will use to grade. So let's look at this blank template. Here are the directions that I just went over. Make sure that you include your topic. What are you talking about? What grade level? What content standard? Then, what is your objective going to be? Does it follow the condition, behavior, criteria format? It needs to follow the condition, behavior, criteria format. Strategy chosen with an explanation. You're going to have 2 or 3 paragraphs with citations to the dyslexia research. You don't need a worksheet or anything here, just a complete explanation. And then you're going to include your self-assessment. Here is an example of a completed plan. This is on rocks and minerals for 3rd grade. The reading standard that was chosen was RI 3.4, reading informational text, grade 3.4. Determine the meaning of general academic and domain-specific words and phrases in a text relevant to a grade 3 topic or subject area. Okay, so then this person went to the content area of science, Earth's resources. The content statement is Earth's non-living resources have specific properties, rocks and minerals. The measurable objective or learning outcome. This follows the condition, behavior, criteria format. Students will be able to make entries into their science notebook to illustrate and define the academic language terms necessary to understand the lesson, including rock, mineral, geologist, inorganic, shape, streak, magnifying glass, luster, and texture, and inorganic with 90% accuracy. There is the criteria. Here is another link for you on how to write measurable objectives. Now the next part. This person chose front loading with images as their content reading strategy that they're teaching. And in the left margin, it tells you what you need to include in the body of it. You need to make citations to dyslexia research on supporting students with dyslexia in the content area. Rationale for the strategy directly aligns with the objective and your topic. You need to demonstrate strong knowledge of content-specific concepts and clearly state 3 to 4 reasons why the selected strategy best supports desired learning outcomes for all students. You do not need to include such items as a graphic organizer or worksheets, just an explanation. So this person talks about the chosen strategy, why. This is the research that it's linked to. and then what the students will be doing. This is the part that really seems difficult for most students, so please take your time as you do this. Don't forget that you have to link it to dyslexia research. Then you're going to create a self-assessment. Now, the self-assessment has to align with the strategy. This was front-loading with images. So I'm expecting this self-assessment to have something to do with images. And it's very simple. I don't get it yet. I almost have it. I've got it. Wow, I'm an expert. But look at this rubric. My drawing looks like the type of rock it represents. My rock definition matches that in the book. My drawing and rock are matched correctly. I followed directions to complete the assignment. This self-assessment is for the student to complete, so make sure that it is grade level appropriate. You use clear language. The layout is easy for students to look at and use. And you must include the self-assessment with this assignment. If you have questions about this assignment, please ask me. Thank you.